Welcome back to X Generation Fish Report. This is Fish Talk with Andy and Devin. We fished this week on the USS Shark Attack.
Shark Attack.
I joke, but no, Andy and I went out fishing this past weekend. The weather was amazing. We had a nice west wind, which worked fine for us. But we got on some...
Our report is... give us the report, Devin. It might sound bad to us, but for most people, it probably would have been a blast.
So we caught tons of bonita. Tim Rose was out with us. He was the bonita king. BK broiler.
BK broiler.
Caught two nice kingfish. We couldn't get on those muttons, man. We couldn't get a bait down to get on those muttons.
Well, I think number one, me and Tim talked about it earlier, and we probably should have tried it a little deeper. And maybe
we did have that west wind. They may have
pushed them out a little bit. Well, we don't know, but nevertheless, it was nonstop action. It was a great time for most people. It would have been a blast. Of course, when you're targeting a species and you don't succeed targeting that species, it's a little bit of disappointment.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, but the sharks are bad again. I'm telling you.
You know, I'm usually against you on that, but I have to give it to you on this one. We fished everywhere from Delray all the way up to Boynton Beach, and every time we stopped, it was like the dinner bell. It's 1, 2, 3 sharks, and they circle the boat and followed the drift the entire way. Andy had to keep them busy while I reeled in my kingfish, my little snake kingfish.
Yeah.
Andy likes to catch sharks, guys.
No, how many times did you fight?
No, and then I hooked up on my tiny little SG Truth reel, or whatever they call themselves now, Siegler reel, and I fought that thing for 15 minutes just to get my line back. And
at that point, I was thanking Devin for letting me actually fish for once.
I was sweating
instead of tangling my lines.
Well, that's when you fish quarter-ounce weights, and I was fishing 3/4. But anyway, yeah, the sharks out there, they're getting bad. I don't know what to say or what to do about them. It's that time of year. They're here. They're sandbars.
They ain't leaving. They're staying.
They ain't leaving.
They're trained to stay here now.
It's, you know what? I think it's and I don't want to point the finger, but a lot of factors like.
I can point the finger.
I'll point the finger.
I'll point the fingers right at the divers.
The divers. I was going to say the divers, okay? And they like to watch them. Get a fish tank, guys.
Yeah,
just kidding. No, but for real, you have some of these divers, these dive groups that do shark dives, and when these fish are taken out of their natural feeding cycle and what they do, and they hear that boat stop and they know it's the dinner bell coming, or they know it's like, hey, somebody's coming to watch me and feed me, which you're not supposed to do, but everybody knows what happens.
Right. But we're getting into the species that were also caught. There was some wahoo caught, and now this weekend I think we're going to come off this full moon. I think this weekend is going to be a phenomenal bite.
I saw a nice wahoo caught at the beginning of the week.
Yep.
Really nice wahoo.
Nice wahoo caught. Yep. There was a couple caught this weekend, and I had a customer come in and catch his first wahoo ever. I've never seen somebody so ecstatic over catching a wahoo, but this guy was. And of course, you got a bait here.
Well, here's another thing though. You landed your first kingfish in a long time that you didn't get sharked on. So that's a positive for Andy too, on a circle hook mutton fishing. I mean, all the stars are aligned for him on that one.
Anywho, but for this weekend, my predictions, other than the wahoo, I think the kingfish bite and the bonita bite are still going to be out.